The number of days between, because as I told you, Excel stores it in numbers, these things become easy. If you do a A3 minus A2, right, it gives you the number of days between the two dates. Oops, sorry, not, it should be A2 minus A3, right? So 404 days, right? Because A2 is, yeah, A2 is 2016, A3 is 2015. So that's the reason why I have done A2 minus A3. Okay, so simply subtract, gives you the number of days. Okay, so I have 404 days. Okay, now there's one thing you can try after the class tonight, or maybe tomorrow morning or sometime. Given the number of days, can you now represent it as how many years, how many months, and how many days? You get my get my question? So this is 404, right? So 365 is 1 year, and then calculate how many days, and then find out how many months, and what remains, number of days. So this will be 1 year, some months, and some days. Yeah, you get it? What I'm saying? Try it after the class and see if you can do it. You should be able to do it. It should not be too much of a problem. Now, number of project days. Not a big deal here, of course, but just the only reason I've kept it is because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we just, with project days, what you just do is A2 minus A3 and let it go. That's not quite correct because it's A2 minus A3 plus 1, right? So if you started from the 3rd and worked till 7, you have actually worked for 5 days and not 4 days. If you do a 7 minus 3, you'll get 4. So sometimes we just forget it. So just to remind you that you've got to add that plus 1 for that, right? And now finally, the final function that we'll work on is net working days. Okay, net working days, which is very similar to working days, right? And here also we have a function net work days.intl, which again I'm sure 2007 won't have, right? So so network days.intl, just look at this and you can write the function, write the formula, right? So start date, pick it as A3 because that's when you start, and A2 is end date, right? And then the rest is simply, you can do the rest. You can do the rest and see how it works.
So what does INTL stand for?
International, because you have all the options for different regions, international regions. That's why it's INTL. Okay. I think it was introduced in 2013.
Okay.
In 2007, we have network days.
Yeah, you have network days, but you don't have INTL. So the weekend option is not there. I think it will always be Saturday, Sunday. It becomes a problem for other regions, particularly the Middle East, as I said. So that's the reason that they introduced this INTL.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I mean, you won't have a problem because you can. I mean, learning wise, it doesn't suffer, but you need 2016 to use this INTL.
Yeah.
Yeah, done, right? So Saturday, Sunday is the weekend, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll say holidays Q2 to Q10 or whatever that is. And so there you go. So if you look at the number of days, it's 404. But number of working days, 289. If you take weekends and holiday, right? So that is what it helps you figure out, which otherwise you'd have taken go through a lot of pain to figure out how many working days you have. So these are very interesting, important, useful functions, date functions in Excel. Okay, not difficult at all. Nothing that we have done till now is difficult. But the only thing is, if you don't keep working at it, you forget, right? So please practice.